When you come to Lord Howe, enjoying yourself is priority number one. And with zero mobile phone coverage, work has little or no chance of contacting you, as long as you don't tell them where you're staying. So from soaking up some rays to the many outdoor and watery activities, there's plenty to do or not to do when you're not fishing. As far as transport, you can hire a car, but the preferred mode is the trusty pushy, as the island really isn't that big.
Day 2, and it's actually gotten windy. It's blowing about 30 knots. We've ditched the sail. The Hobie can comfortably sail in these conditions, but we just don't need it. We're not going to go too far. We're going to hug the shoreline where it's nice and sheltered. Those Mirage drivers in that boat, the two of them, will cruise us along comfortably at a dottle between 3 and 4 knots, so no problem there. Now, the crew, they can't get in a camera boat to where we're going because it's too rough where the charter boats hang out. So we've mounted 5 action cameras on the boat. Let's get out there and see what happens. Come on, Paulo. Okay, the water's very calm, clear and sheltered, and you expect to see small numbers of kingfish in here that are getting a little bit fussy because they don't have that big current to battle that they do out in the open water. So I've downsized to a 5,000 size Selena reel. Beautiful Trinus rod from Akuma as well, and most importantly, 30-pound leader, which is half of the size that I was using earlier. On there, I've got a Storm Pro jig head and a Storm Pro shad, a beautiful shad tail lure with a number of attributes that make that my favourite shad tail plastic. Now, while Paulo's dropping down with the bigger bucktail jigs, I'm going to use this to fish around the fringes, and that means casting out wide, looking for a kingfish that's just sneaking round. It's about 20 metres deep, so I'm letting that drop down about halfway. That's about a 10 count, and just working it back slowly. Just got a touch right then, but that wasn't a kingy, that was a little reef fish. So just work that away. And kingfish are very temperamental. If you see one follow your lure, you can get to work on it. You can speed it up and jig it, let it sit still. But, oh, there you go, I got chomped there, I lost the tail. But the tail that's normally on these wiggles very well, so they will work at almost a dead drift. Very user-friendly lure, the shad tail. We'll just keep fishing away until we hopefully catch ourselves a kingfish.
It was time to lift our game. The local kingfishers were making us look bad. A fresh plastic and our next fish would make that kingfisher's catch look like krill.
Okay, Paulo and I have hooked what we think is a kingfish on the 30-pound outfit. We've got our work cut out for us because there's a lot of bommies and stuff. Paulo, if you hook to the right, I'll try and steer him away from that bommie. It's near on 20 metres deep, but the bommies come up 4 or 5 metres and the coral is sharp, so just trying to steer him away from that stuff. Not too hard. Yeah, if we can go to the right, Paulo might try and lead him away.
Okay.
I'm not going too hard on him because they don't like it. They get upset when you go hard. That's good, Paulo. That's it. I've lost too many battles with big kingfish trying to muscle them. And you can't muscle them. I've got 30-pound braid and 30-pound leader. And I can see him there now. It's a kingfish. I'm just going to try and get him up halfway while I can. Got those bumps. Woohoo! Fingers crossed we get this. That's good, Paulo. You keep your eye on that sounder, mate. He's not ready yet. He'll do that. Yeah. He'll do that. He'll do that.
Still on sand, we're good.
Yeah. Rightio. Gotta watch that. It's much easier to lead a fish from the nose rather than trying to have the line over his back. That way you can redirect his pressure. Ooh, like that. Come on. Okay. All right, I got him there. Okay. All right. Okay. If you want to hold the rod, yeah, and don't hold the reel. Thank you, Paulo. Right tail in, mate.
Lovely rod. Hang on tight, mate.
Look at that. Whoa!
What a beauty.
Paulo, thank you very much, mate. We went out and caught that marlin last year together on my home turf. You've come out with me, well, you brought me here to a place that you've come in your kayak and caught some good fish. And I have on there a good 90 centimetre long kingfish. Oh, I'm guessing around the sort of 6-7 kilo mark. A beautiful table fish. He nailed that Storm Pro shad there with a 22 gram Storm Pro jig head on it. Got it on the lighter tackle. Brilliant fight. Mate, we have dinner tonight, Paulo.
We sure do.
Woo!